Our company has been successfully manufacturing pharmaceuticals for various purposes for 20 years. We follow the development of science in the field of pharmaceuticals. We analyze and implement new technologies. We constantly update our product line. At our enterprise we have various equipment for production of medicines, from granulator to self-adhesive labels automatic line. 5 years ago our plant joined a major holding company for the production of medicines and biological supplements in the Krasnodar region. The accession gave us the opportunity to increase our production capacity and upgrade our equipment. I have been working as a chief technologist for 10 years and know all the technological processes well. I made the choice of new equipment independently, agreeing it with the management before purchase. It was not an easy job. There are a lot of equipment on the market. The geography of manufacturers has expanded. The competition has increased, which in turn has affected the quality of the equipment. In order for the products to comply fully with hygienic requirements, it was necessary to take the choice of equipment seriously. We decided to renew the machine for filling cough preparations into plastic bottles, as our existing machine was constantly being repaired due to technical fault. Packaging is batch dispensing of loose medications into various plastic and glass containers. I'm used to doing my job properly and working only with specialists. I took the choice of mixer seriously. To search for equipment I did not use the internet, because often a pretty picture hides unprofessionalism. I visited the International Exhibition of Equipment, Raw Materials and Technologies for Pharmaceutical Production, which was held in Moscow. There were many machines for filling plastic bottles at the exhibition, from different manufacturers, from different countries of the world. Basically, the choice depends on the required capacity, material and volume of bottles to be filled. I planned to decide which machine for filling plastic bottles I should choose for our production when I arrived at the enterprise. At the fair I got in touch with representatives from 2 companies which could, according to the catalog they had provided, make different configurations of the filling machines. When I returned to the factory, I started communicating with the representatives of the equipment manufacturers by telephone. A company from Germany offered a machine for filling plastic bottles, but asked me to come and sign the contract in person. Unfortunately, I could not travel to the European Union, as I did not have a visa, and the visa process would have taken at least 3 months. The company from China sent me a catalog of products in the mail. I chose for a long time, but I could not figure out for which bottles the machine is suitable. What is the allowable volume of packaging? The third producer from Krasnodar listened to me and told me that he would be able to produce the equipment 6 months only, citing the large volume of orders. I had to refuse, since I needed the machine in the shortest possible time. The equipment had to be found and bought, necessarily. I could not do it by myself. This put my confidence to rest a bit. I planned to find a specialist in equipment supply, who would give me good advice, and be able to deliver the machine within 2 months. I decided to look online at companies that supply pharmaceutical equipment. I wanted a professional, who had been in the pharmaceutical equipment supply business for a long time, and had positive customer reviews. I chose 3 of the most presentable companies. I looked at the company's time in the equipment supply market, the company's website, and the machine delivery terms as criteria. I phoned all the companies to be sure of the manager's professionalism. The specialist of one company said to wait for 5 minutes, but never listened to me. I didn't like such attitude to the customer. The manager of another company from Norilsk talked to me politely, asked questions about the required capacity of the machine for filling plastic bottles, the terms of production. In 5 days I got an email from them 10 different machines, and an offer to make a choice on their own. I realized that they do not have a professional approach, and they will not help me in solving the problem of finding the equipment. The last, third intermediary from Moscow, was lucky for me. I carefully studied the capabilities of the machine and its characteristics, looked through the reviews of the equipment offered on the internet, and came to the conclusion that this was a good option. Within a week we made a contract for the supply of equipment. The manager reported about the degree of readiness of automatic equipment for filling plastic bottles 2 weeks in advance. The machine was delivered within the specified time. The machine was made of stainless steel. Our green and white capsules went from the hopper to the filling compartment, and then filled white plastic bottles, 4 at a time, in a single operation, according to the technological process. We were satisfied with the automatic equipment for filling plastic bottles recommended and supplied by the manager of this company. In any case, it is better to turn to a professional, and then your task will not seem so difficult. People think that everything is easy for the professionals in their business, but I am sure that such professionals work to make us continue to think so.